Welcome back to Up North at 4. Joining us now is Curt Rollman from the DNR. We're chatting the gun deer season, right? It's finally here. We're right in the middle of it, pretty much. I got a first question, though, Curt. Were you out there this past weekend?
Yes, I got out this weekend.
See anything? Anything moving?
I saw a couple deer, and I got a doe on Sunday.
Okay, so you've got better luck than a lot of other people, I feel like.
I don't know, though, because the harvest numbers are sky high right now. What's that from?
Yeah, so the harvest numbers, so compared to last year, we're doing well. We're ahead. When you look statewide, we're ahead of last opening weekend. When you look in the northern zone for where we're at, it's ahead of last opening weekend, and specifically Oneida County, it's ahead of last year. We also look at a 5-year average because each year can be variable. Weather is a pretty big factor on opening weekend, especially when we're talking about 2 days. When we're looking at the 5-year average, basically it's a return to normal. Because last opening weekend was a little depressed. We had some kind of a little more extreme weather for it. So now we're pretty much returned to normal for the 5-year average, which is great.
Right.
So.
I'm not much of a hunter myself, but you keep mentioning weather is a big part of it. The guy, of course, he loves that. What goes into that? Like, how does that factor into the harvest numbers for any given year?
An excellent question, because obviously deer hunting, deer numbers is the most important factor. If there's deer around, there's going to be deer to be harvested. But for this 9-day gun season, we're talking 9 days worth of effort, and that opening weekend for the gun harvest, opening weekend accounts for about 50% of our harvest. So we're talking 2 days. So say it's a whiteout with snow, or it's really cold temperatures, or if there is no snow cover and it's harder to see deer, it really can impact the hunter success. So those weather variables can just have a bigger impact when we're talking a smaller period of time.
And I'm hearing this year has been great because, yes, it was cold over the weekend, you know, but hunters can handle the cold, and they love the tracking snow, right? That's a big thing, and it makes it more fun. Is that kind of part of the game?
Yeah, fun because you can, you see the tracks in the snow, you know there's some deer around, and also when a deer is going through, say, your shooting lane or something with that white backdrop, it's a little bit easier to see with the contrast of a brown deer in front of it. So it definitely does help out, and when we have good snow cover, it helps with hunter success for sure.
Definitely, definitely. So for you guys, though, at the DNR, you obviously collect the data, you see these numbers, and are there trends that you start to notice over time? And I guess how do you guys use that to your advantage?
Yeah, so I mean, basically with the trends, kind of already talked about some of them. We definitely know that opening weekend is a big chunk of our gun deer harvest. So if we see a dip in that, something is up. Whether there is deer population numbers are a little bit different than expected, or a weather event or something to that extent. So we definitely compare year to year, but again, we try to look at the smooth it out with a 5-year average to try and see trends where they're kind of going.
Yeah, and lots of hunters are out in the woods right now. You know, this does a good thing of thinning the herds, correct? But also we see they see bears and wolves out there as well. Have you had some sightings of those too?
So yeah, I've been hearing some reports of folks still seeing bear tracks in the snow. So some bears are still out active. Most of them are doing their winter sleep, their hibernation. And then wolf tracks. I mean, they're active this time of year, and folks are encountering them. And I mean, coyotes, bobcats, fisher, all sorts of critters that people are out encountering this time of year for sure.
Yeah.
So.
I never understood the difference between a fisher and a bobcat, to be honest. Is it size? I have no idea.
I'm pretty sure Curt knows.
Yeah, I'll tell you later.
Okay, that'll work. So, Curt, while we have you here, though, I wanted to show you this next video on our screen. So our news anchor, Dan Hagen, was out sighting his gun, getting ready for opening day. As you can see, obviously putting in the proper ear equipment, right, as you should be doing.
Yep.
And he had a bit of an issue with the recoil. Now, we don't have the full, shall I say, scope of the situation, but he gashed himself on the forehead. Curt, how can people avoid doing this when they're getting out there in the woods?
So what I like seeing is he was out practicing with his equipment before season. That's the important thing. Be safe with the gun, be comfortable with the gun. Next time, maybe scooch a little bit farther away, not have the eye so close to the...
Just a scooch.
Just a scooch.
Smidge, if you will.
But it is really good that he was out sighting in the gun, getting comfortable with it, and doing the preparations for the gun season.
Absolutely.
So I've had it happen to myself. Everybody probably has.
There's going to be a scar there. I can feel it.
Definitely will be. So the season opens up, or wraps up, I should say, this Sunday. So hopefully, for those of you watching who have not gotten your deer yet, There's still time. We're crossing our fingers for you. Curt, we appreciate you stopping by, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your week and enjoy the Thanksgiving. We'll be right back on Up North at 4.